I've been hiding under his blanket for hours. He hasn't found me yet, so I think I'm safe for now. Wait, what?
A couple videos ago, I talked about who should win a new season of Total Drama, and I did the same exact thing that I'm gonna do in this video. I went through every single character picture on Total Drama Wiki, and I said this person should win or this person shouldn't. I'm gonna do the same thing in this one, except now we're gonna talk about who I think should be in a Season 6 if they ever did one. And for you normies out there, Season 6 is not Pacateo Island. If you're gonna argue with me, go watch the 4 videos I've made on the topic. But like I said, in this video, I'm gonna go through every single character, and I'm gonna say whether or not I believe that they should be in a Season 6. And just like last time, I'm excluding the Redonkulous race people because I don't really know what their place would be in this season. I don't know what their role would be or anything like that, so we're just gonna cut them out. Now before I go through the characters, I need to establish cast size, theme, things like that. I think for a Season 6, I would try to make it a big season. I would do maybe 22 people again, and I would just center it around getting people back into this show. It's been so long since we've had a regular season of Total Drama, so I feel like at this point you almost have to bring back all of the main characters just to remind people why the show's so good. This is its comeback tour, so I would do a big season with a lot of the big names like the original season. So with that being said, you're gonna see a lot of repeat names here. I apologize, but you know, it is what it is. I'm also not going to do like a straight 22 characters from this. We're gonna go through and I'm gonna say whether or not I think this person could be in the season. So we could have like 30 to 35 people that I say could be in the season, and it's just a matter of who gets actually picked from there. I'm not gonna finalize a cast or anything like that. The point of this video is just for me to talk about who I think could be in a new season. But enough rambling, let's get into this. The first person is Alejandro. I could see Alejandro in a new season, I just don't really know what his role would be. I don't see him being the antagonist, obviously, after All-Stars. I could see him getting another role similar to All-Stars, but I don't want his character to be redundant at that point. Amy, I don't really see coming back. If this is a season based around trying to build up the credibility of the show and the characters again, I don't see why you would pick one of the worst characters from Pacateo Island. And Maria, I could see as a filler character. I don't see her doing anything special, but I could definitely see her as a filler. I would 100% bring B back. And, you know, like I said, I'm not finalizing anybody, but if I did, I would say B for sure. I think that he deserves it. I think that he's a character that you could really write some cool stuff with, and I would be down to see him come back and do pretty well. Beardo, I don't see coming back. I just don't know how he would fit. Sorry, Bloody, but I just don't see it happening. Beth, I could see them bringing her back just because she hasn't been in a season since Action, and that's the season that she was an alternate winner in, so obviously she probably should come back at some point. You guys know I'm not really a big fan of Beth, but you know, I'm taking personal biases out of this and just looking at this objectively. I think that Beth would probably come back, and I think that she should, honestly. I mean, she won a season and hasn't been back since. Would I eliminate her early? Yes, sir, but I still think that she should come back because she won a season, you know, like, don't overlook it completely. Don't get me wrong, I would like to, but you know, it's happened, so we just gotta roll with it. Blanley, no, I don't see this working at all. I would have her host an Aftermath show, maybe with Josh or Jeff, but I would not have Jeff and Bridget hosting the Aftermath show because, well, I'll get to that once I get to their characters. Brick, yes, I would put Brick in as one of the people from Revenge of the Island that get into this season. He's another one of those characters that's not really insanely popular amongst the actual season itself. Like, he didn't do a lot in the season, but he's popular amongst the fans, so I could see him coming back for this. I could also see them holding his character out for a potential underdog season after the fact, so maybe don't bring him in. Same with B, it just depends. So again, I could see him in this, but I could also see why they would hold him for another season. Regardless, I could definitely see him returning. I could see almost every character returning, to be honest with you guys. It's just a matter of what the role would be and why. Alright, so now we got Bridget. I would have Bridget come back for sure, and I wouldn't have her host the Aftermath because I would have her be a key player in this season. I think Bridget's one of those characters that is often overlooked, and a lot of people hate on her because she has a regular personality. What people don't seem to understand is that in a mix of stereotypes, you have to have the normal people, and that's where people like Bridget and DJ come into play. So whenever people say they're bland, you're not really thinking about the fact that you have to have those kind of characters in a season like this to balance out the cast. And I think that Bridget is a great character, and I would love to see her go far. Cameron, I could see why you would bring him back just because of the fact that he won Revenge of the Island, or was it an alternate winner or whatever, and he is a relatively big name character, but on the same token, I don't see it being necessary necessary. Cody, I could definitely see them bringing Cody back. Would I want it? Absolutely not. I don't think that I would bring him back personally. I would put him on some kind of underdog season or something like that, but I would not put him in a main all-star type season again. Not that this is all-stars, but this season is kind of like a, hey, you remember why you used to love this show? Well, guess what? It's still good and it's even better than before. That's kind of what this season is about. I don't really see what role Cody would play in that. Courtney, of course, absolutely 1000% I would bring Courtney back. I would consider having her one of the main winners of this season, you know, like top 4 at least. And then Courtney's long overdue for a win. Dakota, I would bring Dakota in for this. I would say have her be the main antagonist maybe. I could see some stuff with Dakota's character where she's like, you know what, screw you guys, I'm sick of it, I'm evil, you know. She turns back into a human after the whole Dakota Zoid thing ends, and then she kind of just turns rogue, I guess. Dave, I don't see Dave coming back unless he were to come back as an antagonist, but I don't think that he would be a very good one. Dawn, I could see her coming back and I could see her not coming back. I would say save Dawn for an underdog season, but if you are going to bring her back for this season, then, you know, I don't really know what you would do with her. DJ, absolutely, I would bring DJ back. I would make him a powerhouse this season. I think that was a missed opportunity in some previous seasons, and I just feel like DJ is the type of dude that deserves a nice little run, just like Bridget. He's been kind of shafted ever since Island, and, well, he was shafted in Island too, and I think that Bridget, you can kind of say the same thing about her. I think both of them deserve one more last good run. Duncan, of course you got to bring Duncan back. If you're making this season based around trying to get the old audience back, why would you not bring back one of the biggest names in total drama history? I'm not saying give him a huge role or make him go insanely far, but I am saying that you bring him back. I wouldn't eliminate him first or second, I think that's pretty dumb, but I would have him get, you know, decently far, maybe not merge, but I would get him right around close to it. Ella, no, that's a no-brainer, obviously not. Eva, I probably would not bring her back for this. I mean, you definitely could. I personally just don't really see what you would do with her. You can make her an antagonist, you can make her an anti-hero, you can do a lot of stuff with her, to be honest. I just don't see it happening, but again, this is one of those characters where I'm just like, you know, she could return. I just don't see it personally happening, but I'm not saying that it's impossible. Ezekiel, I would probably not put him in this season. I mean, you definitely could. You could do the Pharaoh Zeke storyline like I mentioned in my last video, but I don't know if this season would be the best for that because that's a really big plot line, and I'm not sure if there is going to be too much stuff going on to where it's going to feel overcrowded or it might end up getting rushed. I would say maybe doing that in an underdog type season would be the better way to go, but then again, you could do that in this season too. You would get more episodes in this season most likely, so I could see it working. It's just a matter of what big storylines they have going on. Jeff, I think that you could probably exclude him from this one. I would say you could have him definitely as an Aftermath host along with Blandley, or have him host by himself, but I would have him do that. I would have him do kind of like what happened in World Tour, because you want to give Bridget a run. Show that Bridget is capable of doing stuff on her own, because in World Tour they tried to do that and then they ended up giving her like 4th boot or something crazy. So like, let Bridget do some work on her own, man. Plus, Jeff just had a freaking amazing win in Redonkulous Race. Like, let him sit this one out. Gwen, obviously you got to bring Gwen back. I would not have her win. People still think that Gwen should win, even though she technically is already a winner, so no. Harold, of course you got to bring Harold back. I mean, come on, it's my man Harold. Heather, you definitely have to bring Heather back. I don't know if I would have her be an antagonist this season. I probably would not repeat any previous antagonists, so I don't really know what Heather's role would be. Maybe her and Alejandro could do some stuff. I don't know. Izzy is a wild card. You could bring her back, but you couldn't. The problem with this, though, is like, I don't want this to be a Total Drama Island Part 2. You know, I don't want this cast to be solely Island or majority of it be Island, you know. I think definitely you should have a decent chunk of people from Island because those are the big name characters, and those are by far the most recognizable, but I don't know if Izzy really needs to be in this season or not. Jasmine, I think 100% should be in this season. She was arguably one of the best characters in Pocatello Island, other than Sean and Sky. I think that Jasmine was up there next to Max. My boy Max, what's up, boy? But I would definitely say bringing Jasmine back would not be a bad idea. Joe, I don't really care about her character a whole lot, you know, and I'm not being subjective on this situation. I'm just trying to think of what you could do with her, what role she would play, and I don't see her doing anything more than what she did in All Stars. Justin, I love Justin's character, and I would 100% bring him back. The problem is they kind of screwed the pooch in action with him being this main antagonist, because they had him get out so early, and then they tried to give the main antagonist role to Courtney. Yeah, okay, buddy, that's terrible writing. So you could try to do that again with him, but this time make it work and have him be a lot better. You could do that, and it has been a long time since that happened, so I don't see why people would be like, oh, this happened in Total Drama Action. I don't think most people are really gonna care. As long as it's good, I think that we're okay with it. So I would say yes, bring him back for sure. He hasn't been in a season since Action. He definitely deserves characters to come back, but the role of his character would be interesting to learn. Katie, no, I definitely wouldn't bring Katie back for this. Leonard, no, he was in Redonkulous Race and Pocateo, and he sucked in both of them. Lashana, of course you gotta bring Lashana's character back. Are you kidding me? She's one of the biggest characters in total drama history. You gotta bring her back. Lightning, I feel like you can, but you also can do without him. I love Lightning's character, don't get me wrong. He was one of my favorites, if not my favorite from Revenge of the Island. But I just think that he's not gonna have a big role in this season. I think that he'll probably get all-star just like Joe, and I wouldn't really want to see that again. So I would say bring him back if you're gonna do something with him, but if not, then don't. Lindsay, 1000% yes, bring her character back and make her go far. She deserves a nice run. Max, I love Max's character, and honestly, I would say put him in this season as one of those guys that like gets out early and then returns, you know, like an Izzy thing from Island. Do that with Max. Max could definitely bring some comedic relief to this season. Mike, no, I would not put Mike in this season. I would say give his character some rest. People are still hating on the multiple personality reset button stuff and just all the controversy around his character. Sit this one out, buddy. Noah, I think you almost have to put Noah in this season. I think he did so well in Redonkulous Race and built up such a fan base that you gotta kind of bring him in this one. It's tough though because I would not make Noah win. I don't want to see that happening. I don't see how it would happen. I think that'd be really weird. I just don't really know what you would do with his character in this season. Don't get me wrong, I love Noah's character obviously, and I would be down for it. I just don't really know what would happen to it. Storyline wise, I just don't know really what would go down. But regardless, should you put Noah in this or would he be in this? Most likely, yeah. Owen, obviously, you're trying to get people back into the show. Owen is a no-brainer for this cast. Definitely bring him in. Is he going to get super far? No. But is he going to stay long enough to make people realize, hey, he's actually a pretty good character? I remember him being good. Yeah, they would probably do that, so I understand that. Rodney, that's a funny one. See you later, bud. Sadie, no. Maybe like Redonkulous Race Season 2 at Katie, but for this, absolutely not. Sam, potentially, I would say maybe bring Sam in if you're trying to hit some kind of quota with Revenge of the Island. You know, that's totally not the reason why he made it into All-Stars, but I just don't see what Sam would do in this. Maybe bring him in because Dakota's in here, but if she's gonna be a villain, then I don't really know. I don't know if I would want to crush Sam's heart like that. You could make Sam be some kind of villain sidekick or something. Sammy, yeah, I would say put Sammy in this season. If you're trying to do a season where you bring in a little bit of everybody, which is how I've been designing this so far, then I would definitely make Sammy one of like the 3 people from Pocateo Island to bring in. Scarlett, obviously not. I don't see what she would do. Her character's been kind of blacklisted and then she was kind of lame anyways. Scott, I think you definitely should bring Scott back. He's definitely one of the biggest characters in total drama history. One of the best in my opinion, and I think that he deserves another season. Sean, yeah, you gotta bring Sean back. I mean, he did so well in Pocateo Island. He definitely grew a big following after that season, and I think that you should bring him back. Sierra, no thanks. See you later. Goodbye. Sky, I mean, you can. I think that you can do without Sky. If you're just gonna do a couple people from Pocateo Island, then I would say Sean, Sammy, Jasmine would be like the extent of it. Maybe there's some other characters that I'm forgetting that I said should be in for Pocateo. You know, Max maybe, but I don't think that you need Sky in this one. I'm sorry. She's kind of one of the lamest winners we have. She's pretty boring. And I'm not saying her character was bland like some people say about Bridget and them, because I think that you should have those characters. I just think Sky didn't really do anything significant in the season to warrant me wanting her to win. Stacy, obviously not. Sugar, no. Topher, no. It'd be neat to see him back, but not in this season. Trent, yes, I think Trent definitely deserves some redemption. Tyler, maybe if you've got room for him, but again, I don't want to make this Island 2.0. I would say maybe hold him out for like a underdog season or something like that. And Zoe, I would, if you have the room for her, I would not make her go very far, but I think you could do something cool with her where she's just like totally uptight now and she's very Commando Zoe-esque. I think that that'd be kind of neat. I think giving her that wild side again would make people like her more. I think Mike's just kind of up the creek without a paddle at this point. I don't think there's any redeeming him. And then the hosts, I would definitely have Chris and Chef host it. Sorry, Don, but nah. I would do a Redonkulous Race Season 2 with Don, but not here. Alrighty guys, that's really all I have for you in this video. This was probably a long one. I could feel myself talking for a really long time, so I bet this is going to be a big old video. I hope it's not too long though. Don't want to bore you guys completely, but there was a lot to talk about in this one. But like I said, that's really all I have for you guys in this video, so please like the video if you did enjoy. Comment down below what you think of the video, and in the comments down below, let me know what you guys think about these people that I said yes or no to. Do you guys like my decisions? Do you dislike my decisions? Remember, I said that I wasn't giving you guys a specific number, so I probably just greenlit like 49 people to return, but I am interested to see who you guys would bring back in the season, so let me know in the comments down below. Make sure to check the description down below for my Twitter, my Discord, and all that stuff. I've also got some homies in the description down below. Make sure to check out their channel, subscribe, do all that stuff, check out their content just like you're checking out mine. I appreciate all of you you guys. But remember, I got a lot of cool stuff down there, so make sure to peep that. And if you guys haven't already, please subscribe. We are about to hit 29,000 subscribers. We are so close. We're only like 50 or 60 away. That's crazy, and I would love to see if we can do it. So yeah, if you guys haven't already, please subscribe. I hope you guys have yourselves a fantastic day, week, and life. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Peace out.